this thing on? Is my mic coming through? I think this is going to work. Let's see here. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, so the Incans wiped us out last time, and I'm not feeling too good about that. I'm not going to go down like a dog. We need pop-out chat. Let's get that set up. I don't know why. Maybe it's the gaming people away. The gaming is keeping people away. Maybe it's just me. But we usually had some good motion. The stream was definitely botted last night because it filtered out the watch hours. I'm eating. I got some chicken with some tomato. Chicken and tomato and a pint of lube formula to wash it down. It's a little sticky. Yeah, I don't like eating with hands when computering, when I'm talking with my friends on the computer. It gets sticky. Everything gets sticky. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, I've got this whole streaming thing set up. I was trying to stream SimCity, but it wasn't working. I don't know why. Something about the ratio, the aspect ratio, and I don't know. I'll try to figure it out some other time when I got some time, but this is a game that I know works, and I know how to work it. So we're going to roll with this for now until I get tired of it. Because, I mean, honestly, I was playing a lot of SimCity. And, alright, maybe we're going to do Mongolian. Aggressive, creative, aggressive, expansive. We're going Genghis Khan, the OG. We're just going to go by Khan. Yeah, this chicken's a little old. Alright, we're going to Prince. We're going to keep it Prince. We're going to keep it interesting. What I liked about Civ 5 and Civ 6, can you eat raw meat in this game? In spirit. I don't know why I responded to the chat. The chat's quicker to respond to things, which I like. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the stream. You're much appreciated. Oh, the blue spots are probably mold, to be honest. Unless it's a stain. Make sure you're cleaning your cheesecloth with hot water, like very hot water, and some apple cider vinegar. And then letting it dry in the sun, preferably. The sun will keep mold away. But just letting it dry efficiently, you know, will keep it from getting weird. When I use a cheesecloth to strain my vegetable juice, for instance, it turns all green. It gets all green. And then I rinse it out, but it gets dyed green over time anyway. So, it is what it is. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. Oh, I got a scout instead of a warrior. Oh, yeah, we're going to... This is a lucky day. Whenever you can get a village like this early in the game, it's great because you get a ton of gold, or you get units or experience. All right, we're just gonna. There's a riverbed here. We're gonna post up here. We're gonna name this Maryland after Mary and hope she shows up for Miss Mary Miles. Yeah, we need a barracks. That was my mistake playing last time. No, we don't want that. We want explore. Was not developing the military enough. So yeah, archives channel. I hope you get those blue spots out of your cheesecloth. Just wash it real good with, like I said, apple cider vinegar, hot water, and they should either go away or they won't be a problem anymore. Oh, screen is black, by the way. Yeah, let me fix that. Sorry. Come on. Capture specific window. Civilization 4. Okay, come on, what the Sigma? Studio mode. Where is the game? Alright, let's just, we'll just add another source. Hold on, remove it. Thank you for game capture. Okay. Okay, game capture. Okay, that's not working. Let's remove this. We'll just do a completely new one. Capture full screen application. Capture specific window. Windows, Civilization 5. You mean to tell me I can't capture? Well, what's this thing? What the Sigma? This shouldn't be happening. Don't tell me I have to, like, restart this to capture. Well, what if I display capture instead? Let's try that. Okay, there we go. And we'll get rid of this. Okay, I fixed it. Not how I'd like, but yeah, thanks, Xander. We got it working though. No, wait, we didn't. Studio mode. Do you see it now? There we go. I think I got it. Let's try. Okay. For some reason, game capture is not working anymore. I'll figure that out later. But we can do the display capture just fine. Just fine. Okay. Best tasting cheese, cottage cheese with honey. That's because you need to let your cheese age a little more, maybe, and let it dry out. And that will help the taste, in my experience. We're gonna go mining. There's also like rennets you can make and use, cultures you can find that are Primal approved, you know, if you want to do that. Honestly, for me, I just order cheese because for the price and the time, I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to order the cheese. So, if you can order cheese, it's pretty good.
By carrying away small stones.
Because, like, making it takes a lot of milk, takes a lot of time. Bro, these bags should take forever.
Do not throw the arrow, which will return against you.
Animal husbandry. Nice. Well, there's a barbarian close. We need someone to look watch. So we're gonna go warrior. So I was not on the diet when I was in Nepal. The only time I ate raw foods was I'd get raw curd, which is basically the milk curd, like when you make cheese, like they strain off. It's basically like cottage cheese. They strain off the whey, and then they sell the curd. It's like a drink. They make a drink called a lassi out of it, which is really good, and sometimes they'll add like mango or fruit. But usually it's just like sweet, like sugar with the cheese, and then they'll put like a nuts and raisin on top and some cardamom. A really good beverage, by the way, good drink. And then, yeah, like I said, I just ate some keema, which was raw water buffalo, with the hotel owner. And I thought it'd be safe because I was drinking whiskey at the time. So it was like, yeah, I'll just drink this, it'll kill the germs. So I wasn't, really red-pilled about anything yet. Sugarcane juice. Outside sugarcane juice, which is really good. That was like the first time I ever had a vegetable juice. It was amazing. I drink a lot of it. But yeah, I never really got into the primal diet when I was in Nepal, fortunately. If you do go to Nepal and you want to eat raw, it certainly would be very easy because there's meat markets and places, and they do have like dishes like keema. They have sugarcane juice. Finding raw dairy might be a little difficult. The place that I was going was Bhaktapur King Curd Shop, and I don't know if they're still around, but that was like raw water buffalo, curd, and milk. I had yak butter once, and yak butter was amazing. It was so good. I had it on toast, like honey toast with yak butter. It was amazing. You can get good honey in Nepal. Let's see what else. Your juice, your meats. Fat sources, kind of hard to find. Butter, you might be able to find butter. I don't know. They have ghee, which is clarified butter, but I'm sure if you found a family that had enough milk to make butter or was making butter, you could buy some. But again, it all comes down to like families, and they just sell extra. because they're mostly, like, everybody's really poor, so it's all sustenance farming. So, like, what they're selling is extra. So if they don't have extra, they're not selling it because they need to survive. Generally. But it's kind of like the Amish where, you know, they have all this good food, but they'll eat junk or canned food. Not like from actual cans, but they can it, you know, as preserving in glass jars or whatever. But they, you know, let's see here, big picture, what do we want to do? Bronze working. We gotta do that. We need that. So yeah, the Amish, like, they'll sell the really healthy food to the English, and then they'll just buy like food that isn't as healthy. Kind of goes on to Nepal. No, ghee is not raw. It's clarified butter. So when it's clarified, it's like boiled and boiled and boiled, and they remove the milk solids from the ghee, and what's left is just the pure, like, butter, basically. So that's what that means. Did my scout die? My scout is alive. Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah, keep doing your thing, brother. Gandhi. He's gonna be the first to go. We're building up a military and we're gonna take out Gandhi. That's objective number 1. We gotta find out where he is, though. And the Incans. Gross. Okay, nice little beach there. Yeah, but you'd think food would be really cheap in Nepal, and it kind of is, but nowadays, with inflation, it's just kind of ripping through the whole world, especially after, you know, the pandemic and everything. It's bad, man. It's bad. Like, you'll pay the same prices for livestock in Nepal that you will here. Pretty close, like $10, $15 for a chicken, $150, $200 for a goat. Water buffalo is probably going to be at least upwards $500. So, can I link these units? Yeah, there we go. All right, we need to find. We want a good. Yeah, this would be pretty good, I think. A little production, a lot of food. Yeah, let's go there. Gandhi was devious. Yeah, he's even more devious in Civ 5. Let's see if that holds true in Civ 4 here. I kind of hope it doesn't. It's a pain in the butt to work with. I guess the diplomacy is well done in this game. You can tell Civ got very PC because they got rid of the slavery.
It is entirely seemly for a young man killed in
Yeah,
battle,
speaking of slavery,
mangled by the bronze spear.
your
In his
society
death,
can now implement the
all
civic
things
slavery,
appear fair.
sacrifice population to finish production. We'll do a little slavery. We'll get rid of it, though, I promise. We'll abolish the slavery someday. Is that Germany? Who's this? Is that me?
Sir.
I guess that's me. Yeah. Settler? Yep. This is good land, man. Look at that. 2 rivers. We've got a nice defense buff. We've got production. We've got food. We're going to call this Xanderville. After Xander. Thanks for watching, buddy. Barracks. 30 turns. I think let's do worker, and then we will be able to speed up the production of units to crush Gandhi. That's my MO. 3 viewers, 2 likes. Looking good. Looking good. Thanks for watching during the stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, everybody. Let's see here. Oh, no way. Damn. Oh yeah, we want to pop out the chat. Duh. 'Cause I got replay on my OBS. We don't need that. Okay, we got our first archer. That's great. Okay, we'll do another settler. City defense. Yep. And you get hill defense. We're just going to give you strength. And you need to go around and explore. Yes, go to the village. Go to the village. Awesome. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, got that villagers. That's good. Oh. Come on. Nice. Yeah, he needs to heal. Alright, we're doing pretty good. 2nd place. It's interesting how you can't turn off different victory conditions. I'm gonna move my so it's not in the way. Oh, here comes barbarians. Excuse me. Wait and see. That's wrong. Workers. What's my technology status here? I can't pull it up. How do I? Ping. Toggle, 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 toggle. Ah, here we go. research. What am I? It doesn't tell me what I'm. Oh, researching ironworking. Okay, there we go. Can chop down jungle. Okay, so I can't chop down the jungle yet, but what can I do to improve? Well, let's do. Roads. He will do the roads. Building the roads. You didn't build that, as Barack Obama said. Thoughts on Muay Thai? Muay Thai is a pretty solid martial art. One thing that's interesting, though, is a lot of Russians, they're training boxing. They're bringing boxing to Muay Thai. And they're beating all the traditional Thai fighters because they're not evolving. Because Muay Thai lives in Muay Thai's world, which is largely dominated by like their ethos and techniques. And all styles sort of suffer from that, you know. But yeah, you can look it up. A lot of Russians are entering these big Muay Thai tournaments and winning because they're using boxing with the Muay Thai, and they're doing really good with it. So it's yeah, worth looking into if you want to get a martial art. Do a martial art. I think Muay Thai is worth learning. For sure. I'm biased because I have a Kyokushin background, but who is this? What are those barbarians? Ah, those damn barbarians. It's a good thing we made another scout. Pretty soon we'll have 3. I'm gonna churn out the warriors now, buddy. We are not taking any chances this time. Actually, we're gonna go here. Classical era, let's go.
You should hammer your iron when it is glowing hot.
Fishing. Yeah, I'll do fishing. And we're gonna settle here. We're gonna do archived. Arcavium. Or name that after you, Archive. Kyokushin in tournament fighting does not allow punching to the face normally. However, there's a style called Shinken Shobu, and that's where they allow punches to the face, which is basically, yeah, just kickboxing. And there's a offshoot of Kyokushin called Kudo, which is pretty awesome. It's very popular in basically Russia, Ukraine, and Japan. And Kudo is a mixture of Kyokushin and Judo. So it's basically like it's like karate MMA is pretty much the best way to describe it. It's karate MMA because you can do, there's not a lot of ground fighting, but you can do throws and stuff. I don't know the rules of the ground fighting, how that works. Like wrestling, I don't think there's like a lot of wrestling, but you can take people down, and I think that's how you get a point. But there isn't like, ground and pound. Maybe I'm wrong, but a lot of the Kudo clips I see are people doing stand-up. And it's pretty cool. Kudo's pretty cool. I trained with a guy. He used to go and fight in Japan. He'd go to the Kudo tournaments in Japan. And he was actually one of the first people to bring my sensei and this guy and these other two guys, his students. They were the first people to bring Kudo to America. And it was really cool. Like the main Kudo founder came with his two guys, his two top guys, and they were like ex-Yakuza guys because they had a bunch of tattoos on them and stuff. And they really liked the dojo because it was just all mats. And they liked how comfortable that was. In Japan, generally the floors are just hardwood floors. But yeah. So yeah, Kudo is really cool. If you can find a good Kudo school, that'd be worth going to for sure. It's kind of hard. There's a big Kudo movement in Colorado. Yeah, judo's great. If I was gonna learn a throwing art, a grappling art, judo would be up there. Judo and wrestling. Because judo, you learn how to use leverage in throws, which is not
Give a man
like
a fish and you feed him for a day.
a jiu-jitsu like
Teach a man to fish,
specialty.
you
There's
feed
like
him
some
for
of
a
that, but
lifetime.
I just think judo's better. I'm biased. I'm kind of a weeb. So, I'm biased to all things Nippon. Yeah, jiu-jitsu is pretty zesty. Yeah, it like doesn't work. There was a video of that guy, the karate guy, whatever his name, Jesse something. He like entered a jiu-jitsu tournament just to show like it didn't work, and it totally didn't work. The guy was like trying to scoot on the ground and like have him come down, and he just wasn't having it. It was pretty funny. And in a street fight, jiu-jitsu is not good either, because the last place you want to be in a fight on the street is on the ground. If you're training MMA, jiu-jitsu can be useful. But, you know, it's generally not like, oh yeah, I want to settle down here, create another city down here. That way I'll cut that peninsula off and I'll take it slowly.
Nature herself has imprinted on the minds of all the idea of God.
Oh, you hear that? That's very like Goddess. We need religion. Stonehenge? Should we do Stonehenge? Culture? For the culture. No, I'm thinking we need to load up a bunch of archers and warriors. And we're gonna clear out this for production. Yeah, so that's what I think. But to get back to more about Muay Thai, is the way they kick is different than a karate kick, because they do like they kick with the whole leg, you know, in the hip, and they really drive it through, which isn't bad necessarily, but it's not as quick, and your kicks can get caught more. The karate kick is like it's like a lever. It's like the knee acts as a liver, as a fulcrum, to use the rest of the leg to snap. It's a snapping. Karate is based on like snapping. So, and generating power. So that's kind of where karate and Muay Thai differ a little bit, because the way they generate power. Karate's more of like a snap, the snap punch, the snap kick. And yeah, the snap has a lot of, let's put it this way, they're not breaking stuff in Muay Thai like they are in karate. You know what I mean? Like the big ice blocks, you know, like roof tiles, and chopping the tops off of glass bottles, breaking through watermelon with their fingers. They're not doing that in Muay Thai, okay? So, I mean, yeah, they're kicking down banana trees, but like that's not hard. Honestly. Are you kidding me? Oh, that grinds my gears. Maybe it's because I was, well, I wasn't defending, I was attacking, but okay. Enter. First strike is very important. Escape. Why can't I select those warriors? I don't want to. Why can't I select them? That really grinds my gears. Okay, well these guys can stay here. These guys need to go find those archers.
Not at all similar are the race of the immortal gods and the race of men who walk upon the earth.
Yeah, because this barbarian outpost, they've really become a problem. Obelisk, sure. Tell us more about your wrestling class. Yeah, it was back in high school, and I wasn't like in shape really. I mean, I was young, so like when you're young, you're always kind of in shape a little bit, but it was just like really crazy. I remember like it was just really intensive. I think we did like working out. Like we lifted weights for like the first hour or something, half hour, and then it was like, oh, I didn't really want to do that, but okay. And then it was like you know, a lot of like wrestling drills. It was like teaching people how to shoot and do takedowns. And then there was like strenuous just exercise after that. So it was like, yeah, lifting weights, wrestling exercises, and there was like a bunch of running and I don't know, a bunch of other stuff I can't even remember. But I remember the last thing was, it was called 22s, and this is something, if you've ever done like high school football, probably it was probably pretty common, was to do like 22 jumping jacks, but no one was able to count them out loud. So you had to count in your head, and this is like the last thing you did at practice, and it was to test your mental fortitude and your concentration. And like it was awful because like it was like there were a lot of freshmen there, young kids, and nobody was able to like keep track of jumping jacks. We probably had to do like 150, 200 jumping jacks at least at the end of practice because no one could keep a count in their head. And then we finally like got it. And yeah, it was so bad. It was really bad. And that was pretty bad, but I was doing PE one year and people wouldn't take it seriously and just kind of make fun of the guy running it because he had this huge gut. And yeah, it was crazy. The vice principal came in and we did a bunch of like lifting weights and stuff. And then he used to be the basketball coach and they used to win like state titles. And like, yeah, it was crazy. It was so hard. Why did you lose? I need to build some new units. I need to mine some resources is what I need to do. I need more archers. Okay, run away from the barbarians. And you need to go fight these guys. Hopefully you don't frickin' lose. I don't know why you're losing. So stupid. Yeah, we need a worker over here in Maryland. Another one, yeah. Fight these guys. You need to fight these guys. Have I ever done American boxing? Not in a professional setting, but I've trained a little bit of boxing. Like, you put on the gloves and do some drills and you hit the heavy bag. I've trained with Buster Douglas a little bit. He's the guy who beat Mike Tyson. And yeah, but I just don't really have the time to do that. How are you losing, my guy? What the heck? How do you lose that? We're drafting you. That's ridiculous. How are they? You just fought two warriors. Okay, finally. No, it ain't happening. No, we're not an open borders kind of guy.
Their friends, that cities learn the lesson of building high walls.
You need to do writing. Archer. City defense. I guess that's city defense. Heal. Very good. Walls. Yeah. Yeah, we need to do walls. Worker. Do I want to draft a worker? No, I don't want to draft a worker. Need the mines. Yep. Yeah. The other thing, the reason I almost did boxing when I started doing Kyokushin, I thought about doing boxing, but my concern was just getting punched in the head a lot of times is obviously not good. And I didn't want to put my body through that, honestly. So I thought Kyokushin was better because I always wanted to learn how to do karate and kick and stuff. You know, spinning back kicks and jumping back kicks and all that stuff I could do. Or learn to do. I learned to do. And there was no face punching in tournaments. So it wasn't like I'm getting pounded in the head a bunch. I mean, I've been kicked in the head, 5 or 6 times, like pretty hard. And I've only been knocked out once by doing that, but yeah. And then you also get a lot of body conditioning in Kyokushin. So it conditions like your whole body to just take a ton of damage and just be hard as nails, and condition your body to, punch like really hard. Like my hands, they're probably still pretty hard, but people used to say my hands were like stones. Like when I would hit people, they said it was like getting hit with a rock or something. So that was pretty cool. Boxing doesn't really teach you that because you're always wearing a glove and stuff, which is protection. I mean, that's good, but and there is too, you do the same like sort of knuckle push-ups in boxing because they will strengthen your fists and your wrists so you can punch better and more what I want to say, more solid punch. So yeah, I almost did boxing, but I chose Kyokushin for those reasons.
True glory consists in doing what deserves to be written.
Okay, so there's barbarians over here. We're gonna do a settler. And can I draft a settler? We're gonna find out. We cannot draft a settler. So we will instead do an archer and draft the archer. Pasture. Yeah, the oblique kicks. So the term oblique kicks is just Joe Rogan being stoned out of his mind because an oblique kick doesn't mean anything. You're not kicking obliques. You're not. It's a knee. It's kicking the knees. Is what it is. It's a knee kick, basically. Oh geez, the barbarians, they are moving in, brother. We're gonna stack you up. Build roads. We ain't taking no shit, brother. A knee stomp, yeah. Basically. Yeah. Pretty crazy, man. Yeah, that stuff will tear you up. That kind of stuff is also not technically allowed in Kyokushin, but people get away with it. Not kicking the front of the knee, but like kicking the sides of the knee. You're not really allowed to do that, but it's happened to me. Judaism has spread in your lands. Converting will produce one happiness in all cities. No, it's nothing but a superstition. No, thank you. Walls over there. Now we need to beef up this military, bro. We need to draft. We need to do something. We need to create some resources here. Make some roads. We made some roads. Clear some trees. Just farm that production. Nice. Nice. Bro, these barbarians are a real problem, man. They're really bad. We're gonna go monotheism. Oh no, wait. These boys over here. Yeah. And combat odds. Not great. So we're gonna heal. Make him attack us. We'll destroy the pasture. No, thank you. So, let's see here. Yep. Absolutely, Xander. Absolutely, Xander. I did name it Xanderville, just for you. I'm glad you noticed. I'm gonna move them there. We're gonna take that down. Jewish temple, no thank you. Worker, no thank you. Spearman, axeman. We gotta need the axeman now. Wait, can I draft him? We're drafting this guy. Yep. Escape to return. We're gonna do city defense. Put them on the defense, they get a buff. Put them on the defense, they get a buff. We'll have an axeman. Nice. Man, these units are gonna be great. Look at that. They're just tearing through everybody. A worker, a library. We need a library, honestly. Can I finish production of the library with money? Yeah, we need research and production. Which is what I need to do for all the other cities, honestly. Alright. That's good down there. We'll have a safe little village up here. We're getting a lot of assault from the north. So, feeling pretty good about this. I'm feeling pretty good about this campaign here. axemen. We're going to go 25% against archery units. And we're going to put them up here with, not him, with him. And they are going to go fight the barbarian hordes. Oh wow, there's more of them. Wow. That's crazy. Time to get some XP, brother. Oh shit. Nope, we're going back here. That was not good. What's over there? Drafting an axeman. Bro, I don't know what to tell you. We just need more people. We just need more archers. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. They should be this guy. Yeah, we got the buff. Okay. Farm it up. Let's go. Okay, we got the roads built. This looks like a good... Oh, it's a grassland. Is that a barbarian? Oh, okay. Let's go get people then. Who is this? What is this? A settler. Okay. You? Oh, that's Caesar. He's stuck. Okay. You... Oh, we're gonna draft. I like this draft feature. It's very handy. And we're gonna move them right here. So they protect each other because I don't want the barbarians to scoop me. We need... Oh, Pop Chat's hiding. Sorry, guys. Thanks for the viewers, guys. 7 views, 2 likes. Not complaining. Just saying. Archer, I think. Walls. Yep. Pasture. We need to more strength. Heal. And this guy needs city defense. First strike. We're gonna take that. No way. These battle mechanics are a little cooked though, cause like, how does that even happen? Like, how is he able to kill someone when he's injured? Doesn't make any sense. You're gonna link up. Group up. Yeah, that can be. We'll move both archer units down there. I guess I still have scouts alive. And they're just falling over. They're useless. These barbarians, they are Bro, they are hella fast. There's like no stopping them. I need to do something. This is bad. We need to keep cutting down the forests. Okay, perfect. Okay, they can stay there. Skip your turn, bud. They need strength and a heal. Archer, we're gonna draft him. I do need more iron people. Nice. Oh, damn, there's still barbarians down there. Shit. Archer. Scout? No thanks. We need, a scout, I guess. Whatever good that's gonna frickin' do me. Six to 1. Let's go. Easy. I'm just gonna stay here. This guy, we need to chop this down. Speed that up. We need to heal, and he needs... Oh, we'll figure that out soon. You just take it easy. You heal and you get your strength up. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. The chat was pretty quiet yesterday, and I don't know. Normally, like, people should have questions. I mean, because like I just get on and there's questions, but I try to just have a little something extra going on in the background and something to occupy myself, I guess, as well. But you know, whatever. That's cool. What do I need here in Xanderville? I have no population. It's bad. I guess a worker. Oh no, that was the scout? Now you need to go explore, buddy. Nice. Oh, that's a loud fart. You might have heard that on the mic. Road to resources. Road to resources. archer, a settler. Yeah, let's do the worker. Can I draft the worker? No, I can't draft the worker. I don't have any copper or iron, so I do need to build some more mines, I guess. An archer. Yeah, we can put that city defense just pop up there. Yeah, these guys come down here. A worker. What can we build here? A farm. They're gonna go to sleep in the city so they stay safe. So is this better than last night? I think it is. I think we're doing a little better. Oh shit. That's not good. I can't draft him. Shit. What is this? This warrior? These are barbarians. Those are me as well. Kill him. Get him. Win. Yes. Cutting down the trees, bro. Oh, damn. There's a lot of barbarians here. Good thing I got like 4 archers on the city. Standing on business. Bro, I don't know how the scout's supposed to help me, bro, but we need... Oh, we need a settler. Can I do a mine here? I can. I can't group units? Nice.
I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other God before me.
Organized religion, let's go. Pottery? I do want to claim a religion, no cap. That's a desert? Mine. Nice. Okay, settler here. Okay, these guys. Up here. to get that production up, you know what I'm saying? A little farm action there. Let's post up. This is pretty great, to be honest. Settler. Let's move here. Settle the city right here. Get out of here. Yes. This is actually pretty good. Okay, we shouldn't have any barbarians settling down here. So I'll send them up here. And Archer, where's this guy? Oh, yes, here. Here. Settle here. Barracks. We don't really need that. We need a worker. Oh, okay, this is where he is. Okay, yeah, we need a city defense here. Yep. We gotta take that over, though. We need science. Worker will up the production. Oh yeah, we need to focus on the production. Ain't happening. Focus on production. Focus on production. Who did I gain here? A settler? Another settler? That's great. Yeah, that'd be a good space. Another worker. We need to build. We need to get rid of these trees. We need to farm the production. No. Wait, the archer? What? Oh, the worker, yeah. Just archers, I guess. Just a bunch of archers. Really, this is a recommended city. Okay. Worker. A farm. No, we need to build. We need to chop down all these trees first. What's going on, everybody? What's going on with the chat? What are we eating tonight? Speaking of eating, I'm a little preoccupied, which isn't good because I don't like to eat too late. Here I am. Workboat. Walls. Something over there. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Everyone's quiet. I could use a city right here. Is anyone building the settler? Ten viewers, 2 likes. Okay. Okay. I see you. Need to up the production. We'll go here. Ningsa. Barracks. We need to turn on production for everyone. Production. Production should be on for these guys. Production's on, and make sure our production's maxed out. Okay. Where's this guy? No, they can just you can hang out here. Worker. Yeah, sure. Farm. Where are the 60 dedicated bots? I told them to take the night off. Farm? Yeah, do farming. Farm, forest, devour. Why is it taking 81 turns to research theology? What is that? Let's go on machinery, okay? library's taking forever. Got the walls done at least. We have too many workers. We need more archers. Let's build a workboat, why not? Settler. Yes. Just the space for you. Oh no, we've got someone already over there, so we need to. Go here first. Pick up an archer escort. It ain't happening. We're not an open borders kind of place. If you're just joining the stream, we're not an open borders kind of place, guys. Just saying. Oh, I can't. It's not in the zone. What is this? It's a mine? No. We're gonna go build another mine here. We need the production. Just start churning them out. Just start churning them out. Ah, the Arabians, they're moving in, okay. Where's she? So, I am right to build more settlements up here, and I don't have to worry about the barbarians. We're sending you to the front lines, brother. Axeman, spearman, settler. We're really going settler. We're definitely gonna go chariots. Copper, nice. Nice-oo. Farm. You guys cut this down. And there's a mine here. Can you mine here? No, you can't. So you're gonna go over here. Help them out. Workboat. Explore. Mine. And you go up here. Cut this down, build up the walls. Spearman. Very well, carry on. I don't want to make city the capital. I don't need any of those. More chariots. More scouts. I just might as well build another scout. Yeah, we got some mobility now. Worker. Yeah, let's cut down these trees. Build a city here. Actually, oh, I don't think I can build a city there. Oh, I did. Nice. Obelisk for the culture. Oh, there's barbarians there, I think. Nice. Chariots. These guys are going to be fast. Yeah. Spearman. Barbarians are up there. We're gonna go and take them out. Well, actually, we do need to move some of these guys to the front lines. Library. We gotta get that science in. We gotta catch up. It's not good. Build a farm. We need some growth. And here, there's a mine right here. Big old shiny mine. We need to take advantage of that. And we need to... Actually, more than anything, we need to get rid of these trees. So we can get rid of that library down, boost the production and the research. Axeman? 26 turns. A worker, a settler. We're gonna go worker. Because we need farms, we need growth. The city is very stagnant. It's my fault, to be honest, but we had to do what we had to do to survive. Because I was not going to go through another thing like we did yesterday. Can't really make much here. Not a very promising endeavor. I found these on Insta eating some bird alive like it's part of the diet. Yeah, it's wrong with people. I made a video on this about respecting your food and why it's important. So, if people have missed the memo, people have missed the memo. My units are on strike. Oh, shit. Why? Oh, because I don't have enough money. Shoot. like a deal. I traded monotheism for...
Meditation raises wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back.
Let's take care of these barbarians first. A quarry. Yeah. Heck yeah. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to sacrifice some... Oh, they can't attack. That makes me feel pretty stupid. Oh well, we'll send the axemen up there. And more archers. We need an archer here. And this guy needs to just chill. Come on with this guy. This guy needs to chill. Let's make a mine. Just explore. A worker, a spearman, excellent. I need axemen. Yeah, man, eating stuff alive is like really cruel and unnecessary. If you do that kind of stuff, you're like an animal. You're no better than a beast of the field. And it's bad. So, yeah, not good. Not good, broski. Not a good look. It's not going to be good for you to do that. We just want him to explore. Yeah. I don't even like killing animals, to be honest. If I didn't have to eat meat to be healthy, I would not do it. I would just live on eggs and dairy and probably fish. You know, I could deal with fish. Excellent. And we need to get up our gold. We need a worker down here. We need walls down here. We need to focus on gold down here. The Indian Empire. Gepid. That isn't one of my cities, is it? How do I toggle? Oh, that's not me. Okay, thank goodness. Where is this archer you speak of? Oh, yes, here. Oh, this is India, isn't it? Yeah, okay, they took it over. Okay, great. So now we can send the settler up here. Damn it, I'm not even top 8 anymore. I was doing so good. I don't think there's any religions left for me to claim, which is unfortunate. Oh well. A settler. We shall. We have a lot of workers, though, going for us, which is good. Up the mines. Production. Library. Who is this? Oh, Mongolian, okay. I don't want to build any of that stuff, though. I don't need anybody. Walls for sure. I don't understand. I'm doing everything I can to make gold, but it's like not enough. It's not, I don't know. It's frustrating. Barracks. Get my money up. There's like no money. I don't know how this is possible. I have all these farms and stuff, and I have all these mines. I'm gonna get rid of my chariots. Wherever they are, I don't even see them. Are these barbarians? Those are gone. Purple fellas are getting a little close to Xanderville. Yeah, I'm on notice for that. But we have quite a big, we have 3 really good archers there. So I wouldn't really want to worry about it. I'm trying to find my chariots. It's so hard to find dang units in this game, bro. Like, I was gonna delete them because I don't need them. Yeah, I don't need that. Workers, I guess. And we're getting rid of it. I need to build hamlets, I guess. That's how you make money. You should build a hamlet. I don't get that, but okay. Pottery. Shit. Well, I can't build pottery because I don't have any money. Which I don't get. Yeah, they're just trying to seem cool. They're taking like the GOATus stuff to the max. That's really cringe. Oh, let's see. Open menu. How do I open trade? Oh, he has spices. I have nothing. Shit. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, fine. No. Don't I have a workboat somewhere? I guess it's exploring. Shit, dude. build the roads, I guess. Units are on strike. Oh boy, what's not? What's new? There's like nothing for me to make money. Forget it, I'm the one in charge. Horses, that's great. Can't make a hamlet. It's like that's like the one thing that like will let me do gold. Is like make a hamlet. Now they got his production, bro. Like oh, finally I'm making money. Let's build a settler. I do something nice. Just build roads. Just building roads, man. There's like I have more workers than anything. This is crazy. A worker, I guess. Work boat. There's fish down there. I have the fishing. Roads. I have so many workers. I have too many workers. Or to build more settlers, I guess. What else am I gonna freaking do, man? I have no other options. I just gotta keep grinding for this. I don't know what this is, but remove the jungle. Farm. Mining. Do I not get production bonuses for clearing land? I thought I did. Frustrating. Well, at least this is doing better than I did yesterday. Oh yeah, I want to put a city there. Temples, militaries, workers. Just workers, I guess, man. I don't. This is tough. This is tough. Finally, I'm making money though. Just have a bunch of workers, man. Just the roads. The Building roads, building workers. I don't know if this is entertaining for you guys. I'm not getting a lot of feedback, so I hope it is. What? Where are my people? I had axemen up there. What the heck? This is just kind of a disaster. Well, that's where my city was. I had axemen over here, but now they're gone. Samarkand. Barracks. Cows. I'm turning around slowly but surely. These settlers. The library. Obelisk. Archers go here. That's where my city was. Grassland. Should be able to make a farm here, right? Nope. Not very encouraging. Just make roads so we can move faster. Where's Walker when we need him? I don't know, man. I'm on strike again somehow. Apparently that city that had nothing in it was generating a lot of gold. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know, do workers take up gold? I don't know. Go right here. walls. Pottery. Finally, I can do research. Okay, now we're getting crowded, so I've got to get my stuff together and make a military. Because India and Arabia are going to fight me. Unless...
Hath not the potter power over the clay to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Abandon your... I don't want to give that up. Granary. Hamlet. Oh, great. A pirate ship. I think I need an axeman to deal with that barbarian village down there. I'm gonna go granary. Barbarian state. Great. Escape. Spearman, I guess. Walls. Worker. Workers. Just a ton of workers. I have all these mines and I haven't discovered any resources. It's very frustrating because I'm mining like everything. What happened to my archers? Did they die? Or no, they're on strike. can't freaking build anything. I don't have any money. But I'm building these mines, and oh no, I didn't want to do that. This is ridiculous. What time is it? It's 10:30. Streaming for 2 hours. Honestly, I don't have a lot of faith in this campaign because for some reason the mines don't make you money anymore. And like I go to do the mines and they're like, oh, the mines don't make you money. It's like, what? And everyone goes on strike and the workers disappear. So obelisk. Granary. And then a lack of funds. So I have money maximized on everything. And for some reason I don't get it. I don't have any resources to mine. I mean, I have all these mines, but there's no like resources to select from. So what's going on? More gold, 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 gold. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna add this. This. Okay, that's helping. Too little, too late. Maybe there's hope here. That's already maxed out. Likewise. And what's taking up? Okay, finally. Yes, make a hamlet. Oh, geez. This is a slog. 2 likes. Okay, guys, thanks. It's barbarian. It's Arabian. Okay. and some gas. 8 bots. I guess so. Might be 9 bots. Hold on. Maybe people aren't joining the stream because they just think I'm not taking questions. They think I'm just playing games. But I mean, I totally do both. Nope. I spoil them enough already. I don't know, I might throw in the towel here because this just isn't going to go anywhere, to be honest. I mean, I'm kind of cooked. There's like nothing. There's like nothing I can do. I can't afford war right now. Of course, they're mad at me because I'm broke and I can't afford war. Oh well. Hamlet, yeah, let's go. Hamlet. I need all the gold I can get, bro. Finally, I can pasture these damn cows. Hamlet. I guess I should have been Hamlet maxing all along. And now it's like my gold is running out again. For some reason, I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. I haven't done anything to cottage. Cottage. Shit. I didn't have any archers there? Are you kidding me? Well, the schooling can what? I'm calling it quits. I don't know what to do. So let me see here. So you're saying the Skool link is 404. Let me check it on my phone. Let's just go here. The one that's in this video, this link. Stream bio. Okay. Let me fix that. Oh, it's already up here. All right. Members, invites. Oh, I see why. Yeah, because when I reuse the information, it doesn't reuse the whole link. It just relinks what it shows up as shortened. There's a shortened link. And the shortened link isn't a real link if you don't have the full URL. So, yeah. Oh, geez Louise. All right, so that was pretty disappointing. I wasn't really paying attention that mines, which should totally be making money, don't make money. And I wasn't finding any resources from the over dozens mines that I founded. I didn't get any resources. I didn't get any good resources I could trade with. So I had nothing to trade. There were no bananas even in the rainforest. There were no spices. What a travesty. I don't got it. Thank you, Xander. At least Xanderville never fell. They were actually kicking ass. Of course. I don't know what to do now. Keep the stream open for another 20 minutes, I guess. I mean, it's already almost 11. I'm not even done eating, which is my fault. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know. So I fixed that, Xander. Thank you for doing that. We got 10 bots in stream. What's this? 10 bots. Someone's botting me. I don't know why. Bots is crazy. Maybe it's because I put the link up in certain places. Like, if you put the link up, to stream, maybe bots just hone in on that. I don't know. Took down the stream? No. No, I mean, I'm not really... It's not blatant on here that I'm eating, raw meat. I say it's raw meat, but it doesn't look... It's because of the red. It's kind of obscured. So, and they're not going to take it down for that. I think the days of censoring raw meat are over, honestly. Because, there's so many people that do it now. But I could be wrong. I don't know. It's just I see a lot more of it. So I don't know that. Yeah. I'm glad I'm eating this chicken because it's kind of getting gross. I don't like rotten meat. Liver's okay, but everything else, I can leave it. I wouldn't even take it. I would just leave it. I'm gonna watch some Demon Slayer. I don't know if I'll have much of an appetite for milk. Because I'm drinking this lube formula. It's not even done. And I've got, 4 pieces of chicken left. So I'll wolf this down. And I may be good on milk. Got quite a lot of milk to drink. I have too much milk in the fridge. I have 4 gallons of milk in the fridge. I need to take some more baths. I'm gonna jump out of bed and turn my swag on, you know what I'm saying? That was disappointing. I was assuming the Civ 4 mechanics were similar to Civ 5 or Civ 6. Civ 4 is definitely more difficult than Civ 6. Civ 6 is very streamlined and yeah, Civ 4 is hard. But maybe that's just because I'm not used to the mechanics and I know how to play the game. And yeah, it is what it is. It's helpful. But I'll tell you that pretty much all the essentials of the bath book are on my Skool. They're also in the videos on my YouTube. I explain the hot baths, the differences between each one. As far as what to, eat in the bath, like sports formula, it could be anything. Sports formula, milk, ice cream. What you don't want to drink in the bath is vegetable juice because your body should not be your blood shouldn't be too alkaline. You should be a little bit more acidic, so to speak. So, I mean, it's always good to support the website because I help manage it. I don't get paid for it. It's really more volunteer work. But supporting the website, it does stuff like it helps buy books, right, to sell. Because we have to buy the books to sell. We have to buy the books wholesale to sell them. The wholesaler does not sell them to people individually. It helps to do outreach, like at the Weston A. Price Conference, the Rogue Food Conference, other food conferences where we could promote the Primal diet. You know, we bring the banner and the books and some other materials. So it also helps keep the website up. So that's, you know, it's always good to do that. Yeah, I would know. There are no coupons. We might start doing that. We're still trying to get the website together. You know, update it and repackage some of the products, update some of the products on there, like the newsletters. But yeah, I'll bring that up. We're having a meeting Friday, so I'll bring that up. Gotta support my professional autogenous cells. Yeah. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, Civ 6 is a fun enough game, but it's very the load times are terrible. When you get to like turn 300, 400, when you're like, you got major units and wars and cities, it takes like 5 minutes, 4 minutes for a turn to happen while everyone else's turn is going. But that's not the case in Civ 4. I like the pace of Civ 4. But I don't know. I may not even keep playing it. I got it on Steam for like $5, $6, $7, something like that. So I was like, sure, it's on sale. I'll get it. Why not? You know, do something on the stream, which I don't know, maybe people don't even like to see because it just doesn't seem popular. I don't know. I thought having a little gaming in the background would be nice. You know, I thought the kids liked that. Oh well, you tried it. I guess they just want to like look at me in full screen and yap. I don't know. What's 5 minutes? When the stream ends? No, can't be 11 o'clock already. We got another 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll probably stream till 11. Yeah, I don't know. What do you mean 5 minutes? Yeah, I think there are some books in stock left. I know We Want to Live is out of print right now, and they have to get another edition made. So if you want a book sooner than later, I would order it now, because I don't know how long it's going to take for them to order the books. So just FYI. No, oh yeah, the wait time. Yeah. It's really bad once you, like I said, once you advance and you have units and you're like going to war with people, and it's bad. I literally take a bathroom break and I come back and it's like done. So, yeah. Number 1 on number 2. Uh, 13 viewers in the chat. See, I stopped gaming and everybody comes in. I don't know what's up with that. walking, singing, stretching. Those are all good. What's other good exercise? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, those are pretty low impact. Swimming, singing, walking. I'm sure there's some other low impact things I'm just not thinking of, but those are the three that come to mind at first. Tai Chi, probably. Yoga, stuff like that. That's what I would suggest. I've done yoga before. It's pretty chill. But, I don't know. I'm kind of paranoid. It's like you're worshiping demons. So, I also, I mean, I guess I could do it for free on YouTube, but it's nice to go to a yoga class. But I don't know, like I said, I'm worried about an invocation of demonic spirits. So, but yeah, swimming, walking, singing, those three, yoga, stretching, Tai Chi, stuff like that. Calisthenics, simple calisthenics would be another one. You know, your push-ups, your squats, your lunges, just basic stuff. Also, in a more nerdy fashion, is probably like isolated movements of certain muscle groups that might not be overused, or I'm sorry, that are underused. So like really targeting your hip flexors, really targeting like the muscles in your shoulders that support your rotator cuff. You know, helping to strengthen weak parts of the body, essentially, especially things that aren't used in everyday life. Like the hip flexors is a good one because like most people sit all the time. Like you're sitting all the time and it just wreaks havoc on your hip flexors. I've experienced this firsthand. I used to be able to do straddle splits all the way to the floor. Now I can only get like 8 inches off the ground. And whenever I do the straddle splits, like here, like I should be doing, I've done them a few times on stream. I do the splits, and then I sit back, and I have my legs extended, and I put the band around my toes, or my feet rather, so it pulls my legs back and keeps them in a stretch. And then I'll bend forward and to the sides. After doing that and stretching, and I bring my legs in to butterfly position, and I like lean forward, my hips, I feel my hips, and I hear my hips pop pretty loudly, actually, which isn't good. They're only certified primal if they're 100% cotton, and this is 100% cotton, baby. It was on sale for $5, so I bought it. The drip is off the charts. Yeah, I used to pick strawberries, and I would squat the whole time. I'd squat the whole time. and pick berries. For hip flexor exercises, it's not too hard to do. You like lay on your stomach. You bring lay on your stomach. Keep your feet turned to the outside, so the insides of your feet are on the ground, and bring up one leg at a time to 90 degrees, and then let that stretch, and then you want to internally rotate your hip, so you would bring your foot off the ground towards your head, keeping the right angle, and you'll feel more of a stretch. And that stretching, like, and that movement, you keep doing that, it will help strengthen your hip flexors. That's a really good, easy one to do. Also, like, just squatting, honestly, is pretty good. I like to squat a lot. Static squatting, like this. Picking zucchini, oh, that's interesting. I don't know much about that because I don't really grow much zucchini. Also, props for spelling zucchini correctly. At least I think you did. Yeah, I think you did. It's zucchini. That's how you're supposed to say it in Italian, but it's Americanized. Let me check on that Binance. Oh, super. And there's lots of neat little exercises for your hip flexors. You just got to take the time to do them. Doing an L sit on the ground, and then like putting an object where your legs are, like where your ankles are, and then bringing your legs up and over, without bending the knee, is also really good for your hip flexors. Stuff like that. That's what I would do. That's what I should do. And just stretching, honestly. Like, stretching helps, but it might feel like it's going to help, but honestly, the problem is that you have weak hip flexors. It's not that they're tight. Tightness and weakness can be. Oh, yeah, no, I guess you're right. When you're right, you're right. I'm just a stupid idiot. Just a dum-dum. Just a big dum-dum. Anyway. Enough of that. Don't look at that. 11 viewers. I wonder how many of these are still bots. Probably 2 of them. It's got to be 2 of them. I only got 2 likes. No, it's true. But no, I should know that because I actually studied, I self-taught Italian, and I've been to Italy, and I'm actually Italian by descent, so I should feel bad about it. But thank you for making me feel better, trying to make me feel better. I can make some Sopranos jokes with like Phil Leotardo, you know, giving his speech about no more half measures. And, you know, my family came over from Ellis Island. We were Leonardo, but they named it Leotardo because they hate Italians. Yeah, that was funny. Tradition. Oh, it's butter. Yeah. Drinking a lube formula. I get a little messy. I'm not the biggest fan of the taste, but I need to drink more of them, so I'm making an effort to do so. I think they're really kind of gross, honestly. It's just too rich. And I need to put a lot of lemon in to make it tolerable for me. I've been taking typing courses online to like improve my typesmanship. It's helping. More of the lubrication formula is helpful because the butter is really good at building the body and cleaning it. It's high in vitamin A as well. It's kind of, I guess you could say, anabolic. I don't really know if I want to use that word, but in absence of a more accurate word, anabolic is the best one I can come up with. So yeah, butter is good like that. And like I was having a rash, like I remember 3 months ago I got a rash and it's gone away now. It took 3 months to go away pretty much. And yeah, so, and also for the hairline, I'm trying to see if that's going to help my hair, just increasing the fat intake. Because I probably don't eat enough fat on a daily basis. I mean, I do all right. I get the minimum, but I think I need more. I feel like I might need more. Because, like, today I didn't eat too much. I woke up, I did eggs. Then I had eggs and grapefruit and cheese. And then I was at work for a few hours and didn't eat anything. I came home and I ate this chicken, the lube formula, and the tomatoes. And that's it. I might drink some more milk before bed, but I don't know if I'll have the appetite for it. So we'll see. But, yeah. My eyes aren't bad. I don't wear glasses. These are blue light blockers, bud. YouTube constantly recommends me more edits with TikTok songs. That's crazy. How would I feed a kid? Well, you breastfeed them. And then when they start teething, you give them chicken bones to chew on. And then, you can start feeding meat and eggs when they're 6 months old, 8 months old. But you should keep them on breast milk for as long as you can. Or, well, depending on the woman, I may not do that. She may not want to do that. So we would just do goat's milk or cow's milk or sheep's milk. Sheep's milk would probably be the best. Maybe water buffalo milk. And then once they were old enough, I really wouldn't give them fruit. Maybe some berries as a treat. Carrots as a treat. Like a carrot salad. Not like the Ray Peat carrot salad, but, something primal. And let's see here. Dates with butter and cheese. Lubrication formula. Honey if they wanted something sweet. Yeah, pretty much. No real sweet fruit. Sometimes, hello, Bailey. Sometimes, if it's in season. Yeah, someone did. Someone did talk about my Hello Kitty shirt. And I appreciate it. Sheep's different because it's from a sheep. And it's closer to human milk than cow milk. But it's not quite the same like goat milk. And sheep's milk is more calming. And I hear it tastes really good. Yeah, exactly right, Maximus. Yeah. I'm going to see Nick Rochefort do Scuffed Realtor Live. It's going to be really funny. Can't wait. It'll be funny. Meeting some bros. We're all coming into town for it. $11 o'clock. I got sheep's milk as a kid because I was allergic to so much fire. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, and actually, I think the milk and honey they talk about in the Bible was more like a clabbered milk than fresh milk, to be honest. Because that would have been like the most common type of milk. It wouldn't have been common to have fresh milk because there wasn't any. Well, not that we don't know. I mean, who knows what kind of technology they had back then for real, but I don't know. I think the clabbered milk is better. The kefir is better. I mean, it's more nutritious. It's less sugar. So I like the taste too with the honey. It's just a nice sweet and sour taste. And I can consume a lot of it. Like I just chug a bunch of it. I like chug 2 cups. You see me on here do it all the time. And yeah, it's real good, man. And I digest it really well. I mean, I know I burp, but like, I don't know. Well, they actually had ice houses, but meat stays pretty fresh, you know, if you keep it cool and out of the sun. So like a week, you could keep meat for like a week probably fresh without any refrigeration. Yeah, absolutely. Nice, Bailey. Glad your kefir's coming along. It's great, you know, because it digests better and it's got more minerals. So, and I don't know, fresh milk is nice, but the taste is almost too sweet to me now. Um, Fermented milk just tastes like normal to me. So, and the sugars in the milk aren't really that great for you. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you would get mold on the meat pretty easy. I've gotten mold on meat before. First time I like slaughtered meat, I had it in a cooler. I kept it in a cooler, and I got moldy because of the ice and the moisture. Learned that one the hard way. Exactly. Yeah, the outside would get dry, and it would protect the inside. You would just cut off the pieces to get to the fresh stuff. Yeah. I get to go up to the Amish next weekend. Back to the Amish. Starting to do some more orders for people, which is good because, you know, I make money off of that, and then, you know, I just get paid to, like, get my food is the goal. And if I get enough people, it'll help the farmer as well. So that's a big reason why I do it too, because he does all the right things and he's organic. So it's crazy. Yeah, also getting people to sign up for things is pretty ridiculous. Like you really have to like hold their hand and shove their face in it. Otherwise, they don't do it. I'm like, yeah, there's a QR code there. You just click that, sign up, and they're just like, and they take a picture of it. And I'm like, no, you have to scan the QR code. You make sure you scan the QR code. Because I tell these people the contact information, and they just like crazy. So, and it's funny because like I didn't really have to like I wanted raw milk, so I sought it out. And there's people who want raw milk, but they don't want it that bad. I gotta brush my teeth. Yeah. The Medici middleman archetype. I see. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm doing people a favor because like they can pay. I'm all my prices are cheaper, or all the prices I'm facilitating for people in the herd share are cheaper than if they were to go pick up their milk from a farm or get it dropped off. Like $13-14 a gallon, and it's $100 to sign up. People are paying $100 to sign up for a herd share, and then there's like boarding fees and minimum and maximum orders on what they can and can't get. And this is just like, yeah, you sign up, you get dairy, whatever you want, whenever I go get it. So, and you don't have to order every week. You can order once a year if you want. Yeah, so I'm just trying to make some money, you know. People, they don't really want to, you know, if people want it, they want it. I don't know, man. It's freaking. And then I was talking to this one guy. He heard me talking to people. And he's like, "Oh, raw milk, huh? I heard that's bad for you." And I said, "Oh no, that's fake news." He's like, "Oh yeah, fake news, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I don't know." And I said, "Yeah, I mean, I've been drinking raw milk every day for over 5 years. In fact, I haven't been cooking my food in 8 years. I eat raw turkey and chicken and beef and pork, and you know, I just get healthier. Everyone in my life, they'll have health problems. They're going to the doctor. They're sick. And I'm the only one who's getting healthier. You know, this is the way I'm eating. So I must be doing something right." And he kind of didn't know what to say about that. Because it's like, yeah, you just eat the right foods and you get healthier. It's that simple. And then, you know, I got people asking me, "Oh, I've got this. What should I do for this? What should I do for my fatty liver?" And I tell them. And most of them, they don't really care. They might try to care, but they want to do this and that. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, it was funny. The guy didn't know what to say. He was like dumbfounded. I almost flexed on him and said, well, yeah, you know, this is from eating raw meat. I don't work out. This is just from eating food, man. So, like, did you ever look this good and not have to work out? I don't think so. And he's some old boomer. He's probably on statins, too. I could have gotten pretty nasty with him and been like, yeah, I bet you're on statins, too. You know what? Side effect of that is dementia. So, there you go. Have fun with that. I'd rather die of a heart attack than wither away and forget everything and just be a husk of a person. It's literally a living hell. It's crazy. Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like, I know more about raw milk than you, and I know more about raw milk than whoever you heard that news from, because they don't drink it. They haven't been drinking it every day for over 5 years, and I have. I know people who've been drinking it for decades. So, like, yeah, that is fake. But it's just funny that that's going around in the media now. But what I saw an article that like raw milk is up 24%. 24% more people are consuming raw milk or something like that. Pretty crazy stat. I think, yeah, merchant can be a legit profession, but there's a lot of people who get in the way as a middleman and they don't really add anything. Like connecting people just online, like just like adding cost. So like someone's like, hey, call this guy and it's this much if you call through me. But like you can just contact the guy and it's just regular prices. That kind of middleman stuff is stupid. It doesn't make sense. But what I do is I actually go get the stuff and I deliver it. So there's actual value there, because it's like I'm physically bringing you the milk. It's not being shipped. You don't have to pay for shipping. You know, it's like coming to you. I mean, you are technically paying for the shipping, but when the prices are cheaper than if you had to go pick it up yourself, like there's no, it's like, yeah, why would I drive out to a farm and pay more when it can come to me and I pay less? There's no reason to not do that if you're into raw dairy. Like, it's crazy to not do that. It's like, yeah, I want to pay Amos Miller $60 in shipping every week. Or yeah, I want to drive an hour. I want to add an extra hour to my day every week to go overpay for dairy. It's like, oh, what? You drop it off and it's cheaper? No, that doesn't make sense. And some people ask me, they're like, oh, I'm curious about the safety, like what safety standards do they make? I'm like, listen, it's an Amish farm. You can go there and visit. Here's the address. They don't use any chemicals. You know, yeah. I kind of just want to say, like, it's a farm, dude. Like, it's a family farm. You know, like, why are you being such a baby about it? If you're worried about it, if you're really worried about it, don't drink raw milk at all. Like, oh, I'm worried about the safety standards. I'm worried about the safety standards and like how do they keep the milk? It's like, just don't buy raw milk. Just stop. Don't do it. I almost wanted to tell her, I don't think this would be a good fit for you, or just ignore her. But I try to be nice. I try to be a nice guy. And maybe she didn't like that answer, but I'm like, yeah, just go see for yourself. Like, I'm not going to try to sit here and like hold your hand into something. Like, what safety standards do they follow? What safety practices do they do? I don't know. I don't really care. It's raw milk, dude. Like, yeah, like I was talking to somebody and their manager's son or something went to the hospital. I can't remember if they died. It was some holistic people. And his kid, went to the hospital. They're like, yeah, he was like really sick for 3 days. And so they had to take him to the hospital. I was like, really? Wow. And then I think he died. I don't really remember what happened to the kid, but he might have died. And they didn't do anything to the hospital. She said, oh, they just did a gut mapping, whatever that is. And, it was listeria. They said listeria. And I just kind of wonder what they gave him, before they took him to the hospital. Like what kind of holistic stuff they gave him. Probably messed him up. Because, like, I just can't imagine, like, you died from raw dairy. Like, that just seems so crazy to me. Because, like, you just let it pass. It's just a stomach bug. Drink some lime juice. Drink some beet juice. Just, like, don't do anything and just let it get better. Like, just nourish yourself with some, natural foods and electrolytes so you don't get dehydrated and die. Like I had a fever 104.7 for 3-4 days, and that's like really bad. I mean, like in the medical world, like for some reason they're like, yeah, it's common for children to have a high fever like this, but not for adults. And I had that fever for like 3-4 days. I was delirious and I had a pounding headache. I felt like it was terrible. I didn't go to the doctor. I wasn't going to the hospital. I just couldn't keep eating foods and taking baths, and I got better. So, but yeah, everybody's body's different. Yeah. Yeah, and the lady I was talking to, she started talking about the 5G towers. I'm like, oh, brother. She's like, actually, Jack Kruse actually proved that, you just act like an antenna for them. The more metals you have in your body. It's like, well, yeah, kind of, but it's not like you're generating like a meaningful signal. 5G is a wide band. It doesn't even get through walls that good. It's not that good. It's not that dangerous as people think, It can't, 5G can't get through the rain. It can't get through trees. It can't get through walls. 4G communications is narrowband, which is actually worse because it penetrates. So it penetrates the walls and the trees and the rain. But they need to use the 5G wideband because there's more internet traffic. So to send information on the band, they need to make it wider so they can put more information in the band. But that has problems. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. Kruse cell in the wild. She put my raw milk sign up, though, so bless her heart. It was nice of her. So, yeah. Yeah, talking to some people about some stuff is just like, it's better to just not even go there because I lose my patience. Especially since I weigh 175 pounds instead of 185. Makes all the difference in the world being patient and dealing with people. So when I don't have that, it's kind of rough for me mentally. Grinds my gears. Yeah. Golly. We're going to get the first frost in a week or so, probably. Not looking forward to that. I don't know what I'm going to do when it's not hot outside and there's no sun. Probably go crazy. Probably go insane. I've noticed I keep a tan every year now, pretty much, for like most of winter. I used to lose it in like a month, but now I don't. It takes like all winter to lose the tan. Oh, let me switch to live chat. Mm-hmm. A pogrom. Yeah. Yeah, you need to get more sun and fat. And then continue getting fats throughout the winter. I still get some sun. Like if it's a really sunny day in the winter, even if it's really cold. Well, I guess especially if it's really cold, because the clouds won't keep the heat in. There's a lot of sun, so I go outside with my shirt off, and I'll stand out there for 15 minutes or so, and I actually get warm. Like the sun, I get warm from the sun, even though it's like cold out. I get pretty warm, and I can stay out there for like 30 minutes if I wanted to. I don't always, but yeah. Crazy. Yeah, and I mean, I get tan and reddish complexion in the summer when I tan. But yeah, in the winter I get more pale. But I have that capacity. My body has that capacity. So much like you, it sounds like how you tan well in the summer and then you get more pale in the winter. But yeah, I think taking the baths might help too. Taking the baths is like a cardio, and it also helps generate UV light in the body, just like cold exposure, but the kruse cells won't tell you that. Oh no, only cold exposure does this. It's like, no. It's like anytime you're whatever they are called, you call them cells, but who knows what they really are, get activated, get excited, they generate that light because they function on light. So it doesn't matter if it's cold or hot. It's just the hot baths are better for you because it's not as stressful. Cold's more stressful. So, it's facts. People who do cold exposure don't look good either. I went to go see For Real in hot too. Yeah. Yeah, cold showers are nice on a hot day, but um, what was I going to say about something that was good. Hot baths, no. Oh well. I'm watching this. Hassan. What a sick freak. What a sick freak. Hassan has a shot collar on his dog. He's no different than a goatus, so honestly, he's a Satanist who abuses animals. I definitely minimize. This is something I keyed in on a couple years ago. Was these LED lights were too bright, and I noticed that when I had them on, I wasn't sleeping as well. So I would turn them off when I was to watch TV at night, and I would sleep better. Of course, right now, I have this monitor on. I have this on. I have the red lights on. I'm going to watch some anime. Yeah, it's definitely helpful. But it also depends on how healthy you are. So, like, the less healthy you are, the more it's going to have an effect on you. Yeah. But to say that, well, let's say this. To say that light environment is so important and you need to avoid EMF, but at the same time, you make no distinction between cooking food or raw food and how it doesn't matter is really dumb. Because if you're cooking your food, you're just blasting it with radiation. So it's like, why would you eat that? Why would you eat radiated food? Like, that's not good for you. It doesn't matter how good your light environment is if you're eating that food. That's going to cause problems over time. The other thing, too, is they promote things like ivermectin and methylene blue. So it's like, it doesn't make sense to avoid blue light and then eat blue dye. It doesn't make sense to eat ivermectin, you know. So, especially like, yeah, I mean, excellent health. He used to look healthier. Now he just looks like a vegan. He's like real skinny and he just looks real weak. And he says he works out, but it doesn't even look like it. Which is funny because, like, he says he works out, but it doesn't look like it. And it's like, if you were so healthy and your diet's so good, then why don't you have muscle mass? You have no muscle mass. Like, zero. And like, I have muscle mass and I don't work out. So explain that. And my light environment is not like great. It's good, but it's not great. Yeah, I don't think he's a good mix. I think excellent health is just a Jack Kruse parrot. Because he doesn't take anything Augenus says to heart. Because he calls Augenus a food guru who never talked about EMF, which is a total lie, by the way. Also, funny enough, Excellent Health credits Jack Kruse with telling him to eat fish. After my Excellent Health video, I recommended him to eat whitefish. I said, you need whitefish in your diet. Get some whitefish in your diet. I told him what to get. And he was like, oh, yeah, thanks. And he started eating whitefish then. That was like 2 years. That was like a year before he discovered Jack Kruse. He was eating whitefish because I told him to. And he wouldn't even, you know, acknowledge that. Because that would, you know, he wants to put Jack Kruse on a pedestal. Because he can memorize a bunch of studies and information and regurgitate them. Somehow, and that's Excellent Health. That's his whole reason why Jack Kruse is so healthy. He's like, oh, but Jack Kruse is so incredibly smart. It's like, why? Because he just memorizes a bunch of stuff and regurgitates it. It's like, you do know memorization is the lowest form of intelligence. So, like, a monkey can memorize to do things and do them. It doesn't mean the monkey has intelligence, like real intelligence. So, and I've done videos on this, like why, like the detoxification stuff, like why he's not entirely correct about what he says about what detox is, and why it's like, oh, it's the light. It's like, well, no, not always. So, yeah, if I lost another 10 pounds, I wouldn't have a belly, but I would feel much worse. So, what's up, Bill? So, yeah. That's what I got to say about that. But also, like I said, like I tell people to eat red meat, you know, because it like builds your body. A lot of people who just eat white meat, they're like scrawny and they're weak. It's just true. And that wasn't the case for the like Ajanis's tribes he met, like in the Philippines, who ate mostly fish. But that's because they had better health. So like a lot of us don't have great health, so we can't just live off fish and be buff. Unless maybe we were eating like 3 pounds of fish every day. But yeah, so the red meat really helps build the body. I can just tell when people don't eat enough of that, they look weak. AI isn't going to take over cybersecurity jobs unless AGI is perfected. Because the problem is you need nuance and instinct to delineate and extrapolate threats and information. So it's like the same way now, like a lot of AI functions, like IDS, firewalls, things of that sort, like those work on a logic basis. They look for, or even like antivirus software, they look for language to assess threats and block them. And I don't think that AI will reach a point where it can do that automatically perfectly all the time, unless it like causes problems like bottlenecks or there's gaps. It's also very easy to exploit AI. It's also pretty easy to hack artificial intelligence. So international J genotype. Well, good for you. You're in the club. Just don't forget me when you guys get in the club. Just send me some money. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know that we're like almost there with AGI. I think we'll have a better picture in 5 years of where we are with it. But I don't think we're close with it. Because there's still a lot of problems with AI, to be honest. So. But there are people working on it. For sure. Even people who aren't at these big companies like OpenAI. So. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unemployment will just be going up too. In the next 3 years, a lot of jobs are going to be replaced. So, and it's not that jobs will be replaced, but it will just make it easier it'll make people more efficient so people can do more. So when people can do more, you won't need as many people to do less. You can have less people do more. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. The next 3 years are going to be pretty crazy. The lead up to 2030 is going to be pretty crazy all around. Trump's going to bring in the digital ID. And I think there may even be a reason why, not to get political, but this is something I've been thinking about. They're mobilizing the National Guard and the troops. They're talking about the Insurrection Act. And I think they're softly moving National Guard troops and stuff around to get people used to the idea of military presence everywhere, because I think something's going to happen. Something's either going to happen that they want to have people in place, or maybe something is happening that we don't know that they want to put those personnel in place. or something's going to happen and it's going to lead to putting those personnel in place. And then you're going to have the digital IDs and such. It'll probably roll out then. I kind of see that happening within the next 2 to 3 years. That's kind of my thoughts. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I just feel like that's the other angle. Like mobilizing the National Guard and stuff. Oh, yeah, exactly, Andrew. That's exactly what I was getting at. Like something happening, like a war, protests for the war. Because we all know the country that has the most right to defend itself is going to do so and wipe out the thorn in its side. Yeah, absolutely. I made a tweet about this in May, last May. Probably the jab, because that's like really toxic. A digital ID is just a digital ID. I mean, what is that going to be? We don't even know what that is yet. I mean, if you're going to implant a chip into you, that's pretty messed up. But you could always cut it out of your body, to be honest. But something like liquid solutions that get injected into your bloodstream, yeah, that's not good. That's really bad. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when that happens. Exactly, Xander. Yeah, you're stuck with that. You'd be stuck with that. So... I knew a kid. He was going to the hospital for all these treatments because he got the shot. And he got on the diet pretty good. And a lot of his problems went away. He got to stop taking his medications and everything and his injections. And yeah, he got better. So there's hope. Yeah, it was definitely an experiment. It was experimental, so it was a big experiment. If you go to howbadismybatch.com, you can look up your lot number and see how many adverse reactions from your batch are, which tells you like how bad your dose was. Howbadismybatch.com. I don't know if it's still up, but it was. Pretty interesting website. Nah, if you do a beet juice and pineapple juice in your vegetable juice with some cabbage juice a few times a week, green cabbage juice, you should be alright. You do the baths and the fat, you'll be alright. You don't have to worry about that. A little garlic, some hot peppers maybe once in a while. Keep the circulation going, the blood going, stretching. You'll be alright. I can't believe that. Hassan was like shocked. He like shocks his dog into submission. What an animal. What a beast of the field. What a sick person. I don't like people like that. Yep. Yeah, he's such a worm. People like that are the worst. And what's crazy is they have people who support, like, people actually support him still. I mean, it's crazy. Like, people get away with all kinds of stuff. It's insane. Yeah. It's too bad that Sam Hyde never got to fight Hassan Piker. We all know how that would have ended, though. Which is why it didn't happen. Oh, boy. Wow, it's freaking midnight already? No way. Alright, I'm calling it. Yeah, of course he did. I mean, you can just look at Hassan and know something's off with him. Anyway, I'm calling it medically zesty. That's funny. Yeah. I believe it. Okay. Signing off. It's late. But thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.